back.
Oh,
and out
boy.
Oh dear.
Focus.
For once it's not us. There we go.
Hey, thanks,
That was
Blurry,
some
for
magic.
blurrying.
Look at that.
Gotta love the,
Is that accurate? That does not look accurate.
No, that is so not
that
accurate.
looks really off.
I mean, it wasn't. You were still in frame.
Anybody knows how to make
Hold on,
things
before you
happen?
do that, I'm gonna...
Wait,
No,
turn it
I
back
gotta
on.
fix this one still a little bit, too.
We're super professional,
Yeah,
guys.
got
Yeah. Hey, well, let's see.
Awesome. That looks good.
Let me...
We're centered. Where are we at?
We're good, guys.
We're good.
All right, we are recording too. I've been trying to stop and stop.
I'm
I was really scared that I didn't start the recording for the first half.
Oh,
I look back, I'm like, okay.
Well, we do
Yep.
have a backup of at least
Twitch.
The
audio.
audio of it. Yeah.
Because I have, yeah.
Well, okay, so welcome back, everybody. So as the party we're just gonna jump back into it. We have a lot of stuff to do, and whatever. As they kind of come out, there's like a magical barrier that is preventing the water from going any further. They kind of each come out like arms are in the air, their bodies in the water, but it's lateral.
Butt first.
Wait. Was this whole thing just so you could make a magical condom for the water?
What?
Continuing.
I don't even know what to
Magical
say.
barrier method.
Canon.
You guys all get out of the water, and as you get out of the water, you see it kind of flicker and disappear. But as it all disappears as a stone slab kind of
Can't go
closes
back the way
behind
we
you.
came. That was something he said.
So after you get,
We left the treasure chest back.
I'm just gonna.
You don't know about that one.
Didn't we pass it on the way? Yeah, but
No, I was the only one who saw the treasure chest. I didn't tell jack shit.
smart call.
I'm just gonna read this because it makes it easier for me. So after you get there, you enter a large stone-filled room with many decorated carvings of dwarves in different positions, like mining and fighting and cooking, just all around the outside. In the middle, there's a large version of the dwarf who greeted you guys originally. A very large stone statue. He actually has a two-handed hammer in his hands over like this, like he's posing for an attack. His beard, again, goes all the way down to his belt, which has a second smaller hammer around his waist. And if you look behind him, you see an illuminated hammer kind of sitting on a pedestal that just kind of has light shining off of it. And this looks much like the hammer that the spirit had around its belt originally. The spirit shows up in front of you, kind of coalesces in this blue smoke again. And he says, "You have proven yourselves sound of mind.
Uh-oh.
But to wield the ancient hammer, you must be powerful as well." And with that, his form kind of goes back into the stone.
Oh no.
The giant stone. And you guys are...
I really thought that was just going to be the beginning of the, X-rated porno scene for this episode. It must be strong.
Will you stop getting so much sleep? This is how you get every time.
And the statue then just kind of flexes a little bit, and then let's all roll initiative.
Really glad I get +5 on initiative. It's super worth it.
Above 20? 15 to 20.
19.
Okay. I was say, damn.
Okay, 10 to 15.
11.
12.
I rolled an 8, so whatever his dex is. Whatever you
So
think
20.
his dex
What
is.
did you roll?
12.
Is that with your initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's in 11.
Yep.
Okay. Sigh.
So, I'm going to look around the room. So there's the dwarves kind of around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
There's the big one, right? Are there any other, pillars or any other statues in the room?
There are pillars lining the wall, and then between each of the pillars there are the dwarven statues. But that's about
There's
it.
nothing in the middle of the room. It's just a big open room.
Well, it's the big giant. It's the much larger than all the other statues.
Yeah, the one that we're about to fight.
Right.
Nothing else though. No pillars in the middle of the room.
Right.
I was looking for a place to hide. That's what I was doing.
You can hide on the sides.
Okay.
The room isn't huge. It's probably, let's say, 40 feet in diameter. So.
Okay.
And it's a circular room?
Before I do anything, I'm going to say, do you have those healing potions or do I?
I do.
Okay. Be right back. And then I go hide.
Okay. Anna.
Well,
What could Anna do?
yeah, I wonder what Anna will do. I would like to, so if, Sai, did you go up the left or the right?
Left.
Okay. I would like to sort of circle around the right.
Okay.
Ultimately, I'm still, 20 feet away from him, but I'm just, off in the other direction. And then do 2 shots for my first turn.
You can do that?
Natural 20! For the first one! Should have done a sharpshooter. Oh. I don't have any spell slots left.
Oh, right. You don't
I
get
got
this
nothing.
back.
That makes things easier.
Yeah. So that's 9 piercing damage on that natural 20s. And then a natural 1.
Accurate.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Natural 20. Beep, beep, beep.
Yep. I'm just like...
Oh, no. No.
Wick? No.
Nobody is that close to him right
Yeah.
now.
Sai is across from me.
No, you're. It's a complete.
Why do you want me to get stabbed so much?
Complete whip, but you just smash right one of the other sculptures, and you kind of get the feeling like it's coming to life and gonna attack you, but it doesn't actually move. It's like Wick is up.
Well, fuck.
I cast Hex.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a thing, and then I just run at the goddamn thing with my with my rapier. Nope. I'm assuming a 9 doesn't hit. Kind of what I figured.
Ting. Azanar.
He
Oh,
just
hey.
looks down at you.
It's so weird to actually say Azanar.
I
'cause
know.
That's me. I
is-
just go.
It's real weird on my end, too. I'm going to run up to it as well while summoning the Warglaives, and I'm going to attack it twice.
Go for it.
Oh, I have to decide something. I have to decide.
That's nat 1.
Alright, hold on. Okay, so as you're going to attack,
Oh, god damn it.
you're hitting it with your warglaive, but you lose your concentration, and your warglaives disappear, and you just hit it with your bare hand, and it just kind of hurts. And when you go for your second attack, there's no warglaive there anymore.
So you lose your bonus action, basically.
Yep.
Yes.
Us melee fighters, man, we're doing great.
Ouch.
All right. This thing is going to attack the little gnome in front of it. Swing down with 2, and that will miss.
I use Riposte.
Go for it.
I can expend 1 superiority die, which is a D8.
It's pronounced riposte.
And make a
Postal
melee
service.
weapon attack against the creature. That is a non-natural 20.
That'll hit.
Cool. So that is
The Postal Service brings
Plus-
back your package when you did it wrong.
my
You just want to ban postal service. now.
So that is 11 damage.
Okay. Sai.
Well, now that people are in combat, I can do stuff. I'm gonna run in with my rapier and my short sword.
Okay.
I hate you so much.
Your pronunciations are definitely like the right way. Capital R.
I
capital
think
W.
most people agree with that.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to attack with my rapier first. And that is a 12.
Nope.
And then my short sword? 11.
Nope. Damn. Chink, chink. Wait, chink, chink. Yeah. Rapier, short sword. Okay, Anna,
I shoot it
go for
with
it.
my bow because I don't really have anything else to do. So.
Wick.
Cool.
That was a 3.
I
gonna say.
stab it with my rapier.
This is why we never get attacked, by the way.
That's a 16.
Miss.
16 misses. Good to know.
Azanar.
Gonna resummon those Warglaives. Nat 20.
There's a
Boom!
joke about losing concentration.
Yes.
And then the second attack is the 22.
Yes.
Those is, so D8s. Green is going to be the crit.
Okay.
So both are 4 plus. I forget what we're doing for
It's
additional damage.
Yeah, +4.
Plus 4. So for each is going to be 8 total, or 8 per
So
attack.
16
so 16
total.
total.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry,
No.
my math is weird.
I'll allow it.
Okay. The monster's gonna wrap it up and smash down on Azanar
Don't have that.
and miss.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
You're able to just get out of the way as this huge stone hammer smashes and just cracks the ground next to you. Side.
Have you seen movies? Anything that's large moves very slowly. It's physics.
I mean, that's how movies seem to work.
Right? Alright, rapier first.
Yep.
11.
Nope.
And short sword.
There we go.
Ooh, 22.
I think that'll hit.
So,
22
that's
hits, guys.
short
22
sword,
hits.
Good to know.
which is a d6,
Well, I know
plus
it's
my
20 hits.
2d6 for sneak attack. That would be 7, 8 damage.
Yep. All right. 8 with your sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't get my bonuses because it was my second attack, so
Gotcha.
I'll get my dex bonus.
Okay. Anna.
Seriously.
That's a 16.
Nope.
New dice.
Yeah.
Wick.
We're gonna go switch to the obsidian.
Stab you with the rapier. That's only 14 misses.
Nope. Yep.
Just
Azanar.
anytime if this thing keeps missing.
Double Warglaive.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
That one's going to
I
miss.
was gonna
That's
move,
11.
but I'm not going to.
That's going to hit. That's 23.
Yep.
6 damage.
Okay. It's gonna go bring its hammer up, switch it so that the face is down, and just bring it down on the ground, and it's just gonna send out a shockwave.
Oh.
Dang.
I need the 3 melee individuals to roll. Give me strength saving throws.
Oh, thank goodness. Hella. That is 21
Whoa.
for me.
Okay.
It's an 18.
But it was a nat
It's
20.
an 18 from a natural 20, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I believe if my... Because I'm assuming he's proficient in that. That'll be an 11.
Okay.
I am the strongest elf alive.
Except for, the elves who are fighters.
Splat.
So if you're the only one who failed, you take 14 points of damage. You
Okay.
each take 7.
7. And yeah.
Then size up.
Give me a second, I'm calculating.
I think I know what Wick's next maneuver she's gonna pick is.
Second one in action surge of bonus actions.
Well,
Yeah.
action surge
Action
isn't,
surge is it's not
a
a void.
thing.
You can just call it on your turn.
Okay.
You do another action. Second one is a bonus action.
Okay.
Correct.
I just need to know that.
Rapier.
Okay.
7 is 4.
There we go.
That's a 18.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Sweet. Getting closer on figuring out what this thing's got.
Well, it's either an 18 or a 17.
18.
So that's a D8. Sneak attack. Extra. Do you need to know any differences? Like, does the bloody rapier damage? Does that? Do you want to know the
It
differences?
would be.
I'll just roll in front of you, and you just tell me what I got.
Right. It would be the magical damage, but yes.
The whole thing is magical, right? So all the damage would technically be magical damage, correct?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I mean,
if it's a magical weapon,
I
it's
don't.
magical.
You tell me. So
It's
that's
still bludgeoning.
9,
It's just like magic.
10, 11,
Magical
12
bludgeoning.
plus 3
Actually,
is
rapier would be
15.
piercing, though.
If you
Yes.
count that.
Now that I think
And then my short sword.
about it.
Call that a no.
We'll say no.
I'll just make a broad assumption.
First.
Wait, are you skipping me?
Sorry, Anna.
My turn's very short.
Yes or no?
That is a non-natural 20.
Yep.
5 damage.
Venwick.
First, I move to put myself between the statue and Azanar.
I don't know if there's much. I don't think there's any space there. He's engaged with it.
She pushes him back.
Do you allow that?
Sure.
Hasnar and Wick are not on like the best of
Yeah,
terms.
I'm.
No, but it'd probably catch him off guard.
Okay.
So
Like it's basically moving into a defensive position to
Okay.
protect him.
I was pushed by some invisible Oh.
because it would be fighting the creature and also just
Yeah.
you just pushed me.
The hell?
And then I'm going to use my rapier again. That's gonna miss because that's only a 12.
Okay. Azanar.
Now that I'm no longer in direct combat, I'm gonna step back 10 feet
Mhm.
and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
23.
Yep.
2010.
You in 23.
I know. I keep rolling 16s. 7 damage.
Nice. All right. This thing's gonna just look at the thing, and just push that guy away. Try to bring it down. 21.
That hits. I'm gonna wait.
Dead.
That's really low damage. 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
Oh, dang.
It's like a glancing blow at that point.
Yeah, that was. It
I
was
see that
pretty
happen,
poor
I'm like, I
rolls.
could be the tank.
Sai.
I say that in my head, and then I'm like, nah. No, stab. Rapier. Nope. That's a
A
3.
lot of 3s.
Wow.
Three,
That's,
3s and 11s. Those are my numbers. Short sword. That is a 19.
Yep.
Um.
God, that's sneaky attack.
That is 9 damage.
Okay. Anna.
At level 5, it goes up to 3d6. Oh yeah, that's a 24.
Okay.
So I will die way before then, though, so don't worry.
That's 8 piercing damage.
All right.
Not if Wick has anything to say
Wick.
about it.
I want to die. No, I want to die.
Wick
Pretty
is
kinda
going
strange
to use her rapier to stab.
Okay.
Nope, that's a nat 1.
Hey.
Oh, maybe I get to stab Sai finally.
Is this the magical?
No. This
Okay.
is my rapier. No! Don't break my rapier.
I hit it before it stopped rolling. I'm gonna roll it.
My rapier broken.
You go to stab and it just kind of its foot is up a little bit because this thing's way bigger and you stick it in and it just sits and you hear it break.
Fine, I drop the handle and I action surge and grab the magic short sword and use that instead.
Okay.
That is 18, 22, 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. Rapier suck.
And still have that hex on it, so that is 6 plus 4 is 10 damage. Thank you,
Okay.
I can math.
You're good.
So as you go and you just slash at it, you hit it, and you just hear ching, and the thing just like just sweeps its arm down and pushes all. I guess it's only the two of you, and just throws you against the wall. There's no save in this. You each take 4 points of damage, and then it goes back to its normal, its pose when it came in. The spirit comes out and says, "Enough! You have proven yourselves," and then vanishes.
Wick goes over and grabs the goddamn hammer.
Okay. As you go to grab the hammer, you put your hands on it, and as you pull it out, the handle comes with you, and it all turns to ash.
Is there still a hammer there?
The head of the hammer?
Mm-mm. That all turns to ash as well. And you hear, to the side, you hear it.
And water starts rushing. I hate this place.
Water comes up from the bottom. Oh.
I'm gonna search this stone constructs for like rubies and gems.
I think when it turns to ash, Wick just goes, "Fuck!"
What just happened? It just
Turned
nothing?
to ash.
Was there anything there?
It turned to ash.
Cool. What? So I'll go look and see what the noise was while you go look around for.
Okay, so what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for loot.
He's
Where?
looting the...
Like on the stone statues, if they have loot on them.
Are we supposed to be like
Mostly the
purified or
thing we just
something?
attacked.
Okay. It's the figure of the guy. Are you searching for pockets? It's just a stone statue.
See if either of the hammers move. Like if you can take either of the hammers.
I can't use hammers. All right, fine. I'll go look at the hammers.
Okay.
See if I
what
can
do you
grab
look at?
one. Well, it had the one on its belt, right?
Mhm.
And then it had the one in its hand. So I'm
Right.
assuming the one in its hand is about 5 times
Yeah.
my size, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the one, I'm gonna see if I can grab the one on its belt, if it looks real or if it's made out of stone.
Yeah, you can grab it and you can pull it off if you want.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Guys, I found the hammer.
As you pull it off, the stone case covering falls off, and you pull out this hammer that is glowing.
Ooh, guys, I have 2 magic weapons now.
Sai, that is going to the true swords.
What? They didn't find it. I found it.
We found it so that they would take us in so that we could maybe possibly have their support in the apocalypse. Sigh. Stay with the very convoluted program.
That's what Wick is thinking. She's like, I don't give a shit about the apocalypse. I don't give a shit about becoming part of the True Swords. This is to bring Valchar back.
Who are the true swords?
Oh my god.
All right, fine. Let's just
Audible
go. You can
face
explain
palm
it as we go.
again for the second time this session.
All right, let's just go.
What did Enna find when she went to go look and investigate
you
the
went-
noise?
So you looked and you saw that a stone slab has moved out of the way, and like a path kind of
A
leading
ramp?
down a ramp. Yes, thank you.
I think I found our exit, kids.
And that's it. Looking, you can see that it looks like where you started.
Yeah. Alright, I think this is back to where we started.
Great.
Well, it's handicap accessible. So there's that.
That's very inclusive of them.
That's what I thought. Well, we still need to find a way out of here. We still can't, like, teleport through
Is that the
a water.
DVA, Doors of Disabilities Act?
Being that I actually kind of forgot, what happened? Who did somebody leave Valchar somewhere and pick him up again?
Yes, Valchar's been brought with.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just a
Yes.
matter of where was he, I think, during that fight.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have put the rope down and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
gone and fought.
So it probably would have been at the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wick goes back, grabs him, and starts walking.
'Kay.
Wick isn't leaving Valchar.
That's what I assume. That's why I bring it up. Just want to make sure.
There
I don't want
is
it to be
zero
like
chance of this
like
happening.
an hour later down and be like, oh hey, we left Valchar down there.
There is
Get the
zero
card.
chance of that happening.
Alright, here's the hammer. Can you guys heal our... Oh, man. Not again.
Where'd he get to?
You got it, Bernice.
Okay, so that brings us back to the entrance where he said the like if you enter blah blah blah, which we still have to go back through the like nest of creatures to get back to
A
an
lake
exit.
that we can't get out.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to look again to see if... I mean, there's been doors shifting constantly throughout this whole thing. I mean, there's
That's
got to be a
true.
way out of here. They wouldn't build these tunnels down here if there's no way in or out other than a waterfall.
I mean, pretty much what we've been seeing is only a way forward. Like, everything has been closing behind us.
Right.
So,
Except that we're back where we started.
right. Is the...
Yeah, is
are the
that
two
door
doors-
open?
Hmm?
The entrance, is that open again or is that closed now?
You guys can't see the entrance. The ramp is blocking.
I think
the,
we're heading down, right?
Okay.
yeah. If you guys go down the ramp,
Yeah, we go down the ramp.
Yeah.
you can head to where we started this session. If you guys head down that
Yeah.
path.
Sai, I think you're gonna need to ask them if they know a way out. So that we can leave them alone. And they don't like me.
It's kind of annoying talking to them.
I mean, we know that pictures work now.
That's true.
So,
Can you draw part of the dwarven city?
I have pictures of the Dwarven City already.
Oh. Can we use that?
John,
She just passes her journal over.
Alright, well. Here we go. I'm going to be looking along the sides to see if anything's changed as I go out towards them.
Nothing's changed. You guys approach to where the creatures are.
Okay. I show them the city,
Okay,
like...
they
mhm.
Show
make their
them.
clicking noises. Hold their hand up, and you see the eye protrude out again.
The eye with the needle through it.
It just pulls back, and you hear a lot of like clicking and whatnot. One of the creatures comes out and kind of makes a position like you can walk freely.
And then I'm going to be like, me, and then others?
It doesn't. It just holds the same position. Doesn't understand.
Wick
Okay.
tries to go past with Valchar's body.
It looks at you and puts its hand in the way.
I'm going to stand in front of it and just be like, point at the picture. Just be like, we all want to go. Please.
Moves its hand off,
Let's,
and it starts leading you out. You guys start to notice as, even with dark vision, these things are blend in incredibly well.
is
And
it
you-
lit in that cavern? I forget.
The only
Yeah.
thing would be if you have your warglaives. Otherwise, it would be
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
very-
do
Or a
that.
torch or something.
So then you would need to be holding on to somebody.
Okay.
You're just blind then.
You can hold my hand.
Thanks, Anna.
Yeah.
But the
Yes,
three of
please.
you don't really see. You see a little bit of movement like on the walls. You're like, what's that? And then like if you look for a little bit, you can actually see like those things just kind of like holding position.
Are any of them
all around.
flashing colors?
Not right now. There you actually you see some color flashing deeper in the cavern.
Mhm.
Not here
Okay.
right now. And the one of them is just kind of like leading
Yeah,
you
we'd be following. Wick is following that one.
to one of the tunnels, and it kind of goes aside and makes a motion for you to go.
Is this
thank you.
Is this the same tunnel that we came down, or is it a different one?
You don't know this tunnel.
All right.
I mean, it led us to the hammer.
Yeah. I mean, they've honestly proven themselves rather trustworthy unless we get mad at them and attack them. And I would say that's fair.
Agreed. Alright, let's get going.
You guys head up that tunnel, and I think for sake of time, we're going to fast forward this a little bit. You guys are actually traveling, and for the most part, it's going up. It's weaving in different areas. There are a few off-splitting caves if anybody wants to explore.
No.
I would assume not.
Yeah.
You would stay on the main trail. That's kind of why I'm fast-forwarding. And you guys get to a point where you see some railroad tracks. Not railroad, mining cart tracks.
Alright.
Follow them.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's one way that's going, like, up, I guess we would follow that way.
Okay. You guys follow the tracks up back into the city where Penny is reigning ruler, essentially.
and we are maybe going to see her.
We might as well find out her price.
Worst case scenario, we just say no.
Although, do we want to go back there with the hammer in hand?
She knows the hammer's going to the dwarves.
You don't think she's gonna try and get her hands
Oh,
on
she
it?
can try, but at this point, I'm not willing to bet she wants to deal with us too much.
It makes sense to do this while
The longer
his
we
corpse
take,
is still warm.
the longer we take, the less likely it is.
It's been you
Less
guys,
than a day.
Couple hours.
probably like 6 to 8 hours of hiking,
Yeah.
just from below to up here, not including the whole trials, not including anything before. So it's probably been
12 hours.
12 to 14
Because
hours.
we did take a short rest too.
Probably closer to 16 hours then in total
Yeah.
since.
Wick is
The
Wick is
incident.
just already heading.
Well, if we took, was the short rest before or after?
The short rest
Valchar.
is after.
Okay.
Yeah, it was at the start
I
of
just
this
didn't
Because
section,
she had,
yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah,
One
because I had
HP.
all that stuff. Right.
Alright, let's keep going.
Out of the, so while you guys are kind of chatting and stuff, you hear, and from kind of the side of the wall, this creature that looks horrific, to say the least, is it kind of rolls as it's moving, but it's rolling your hand prints like different arms. And then it has kind of bodies, and it just kind of like pulls up right alongside you guys, and as you go, it kind of follows you in, and it's just kind of like rolling behind you
At least
guys.
the protection still stands.
You guys can be escorted to where the cave, the illumination's coming out of the cave.
Penny,
Oh, yes, my child. What can I do for you?
what's your price to bring someone back?
Him.
What? Aren't you all back from your...
To bring him back.
Valchar.
Oh. Well, I
And bring him back correct.
As he
well,
What?
that's-
normally would be.
There are two prices for this sort of thing. One, to bring back the body is not difficult. That would be not the most expensive of things. You could also bring another body to replace him.
This body.
But if you want him fully returned as he was, which I'm not sure if that's what all of you would want. She looks around to the others. That would be a considerable amount more of effort because his soul has left his body.
How about you tell us what the price is, and we'll deal with the semantics later.
Because that's the question I asked.
Well, in order to return his soul to his body and bring him back, I would need... let me see. She wanders off to a shed. opens the door, goes in.
Aznar's leaning at the entrance.
He's not going in with.
It's way not my thing.
Okay. I can take control of Aznar.
Okay.
I'll take control of Aznar. Aznar
I
goes.
figured he'd sit there anyway.
Yeah, he's not going to do much. But he'll go in and later she'll.
We're back to invisible Aznar then.
She'll come out and go, well, I don't have all the materials that I would need. You would be in charge of finding all the materials and bringing them back to me. And as she's saying these things, she goes, well, the hardest thing here is to retrieve his soul after it is left and bring it back to his body. That's why I can bring the flesh back to life with a brain somewhat of Valchar's. That was not that difficult. It is obtaining the soul. And as she says that, you actually kind of see an image of Valchar kind of appear off to the right, just completely silver and glowing, and kind of like a hand around his entire body, and it's pushed into Valchar. He goes, and Penny looks slightly alarmed. Well, that makes things easier. It seems like he is important to some powerful people. I could, for a small price of a future favor, I can bring him back to you.
Done. The favor is from me.
Deal. She extends her arm, her hand.
Please don't actually touch hands on the street.
Yeah, I know. It's like should be or not?
That's against
It's
the terms
the
of
creepy
service.
hand.
For sure.
Yeah, it's the creepy and the kind of the fingers go.
Wick
too
is
really
just
far.
dead. She's dead face.
She's dead inside. I mean,
she might be.
The eyes of Penny go black, and smoke starts to swirl around her. She's chanting some words that are none of you recognize, some old ancient incantations that start to swirl around her faster and faster. And then the smoke starts to go and envelop around Valchar.
baby shark.
Thanks. And then the smoke
Calming
starts to
down.
go, and it leaves her and goes and completely surrounds Valchar and swirls around him. And you can kind of hear some weird faint screams and echoes of pain, and like something's being forced, like it's not natural. It feels like something's wrong, but the smoke swirls in, and then just completely encases inside of Valchar. Her eyes go back to the color. The smile returns to her mouth. And you hear a breath come out of Valchar. Well, you'll be hearing from me. Welcome back.
What am I at? I assume 1 HP.
Somebody get this man a beer and a healing potion.
I'd say Wick immediately just health potion in his lap.
Just throws it in your face, just like.
Nope, drops it in his lap.
What happened?
Well, things didn't go super well when you and I were alone together. And
For some people.
okay, let's walk towards the exit while we have this
Talk
conversation.
and walk. Talk
Yeah.
and walk. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Penny.
I'm like side-eyeing Penny.
You'll be hearing from me.
How's my soul?
It's a bit bitter for my taste, but good.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've heard that. Alright, talk to you later.
Yeah, Valchar. So
How you
welcome
been?
back. Glad to have you around.
You look alive. So that's
I appreciate that.
I tried. There was once you went down, there was nothing I could do.
Were you on the other side of those people?
Yeah,
Okay.
I tried to keep them from ambushing you.
I heard fighting on the other side, but I couldn't see what it was.
Me either. Yeah, after I was barely able to finish them off after you, and then I brought you to the group. Anyway, but the others might have things to say, but I'm sorry.
What? There's nothing for you to be sorry about.
I couldn't help.
The thing is, it sounds like you tried. And that's really all I can ask for. We were not in a great spot, if I remember correctly. So, the fact that you're still alive is good. Now, this might be a bigger conversation for everyone, but why did I see Penny when I woke up?
You can ask your homegirl that.
Yeah, I think Wick is the best one to answer that. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Asnar,
sorry.
Where'd you come from?
I'm crossing my arms. I'm Asnar. Come on, have you not picked up on that?
Maybe we should walk on ahead. You guys can.
Yeah, I'm going with you guys.
Yeah.
We'll scout the route ahead.
Before you
The
leave,
thing rolling with you guys.
I think it would be so good at high fives.
did we get the hammer?
This hammer, I found it. It's really powerful. I'm going to use it on stuff.
You were definitely there for getting the hammer. You just,
Didn't heal very well, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
you weren't very helpful though.
I can imagine.
Can work on your puzzle solving skills.
I feel like I was helping another character.
I can see through someone else's eyes.
Alright, well, go ahead.
I'm gonna walk up to Wick.
You have the health. She dropped a health potion. You're like,
I know.
better drink
I
that.
will.
You can heal yourself.
No, I can't.
Oh, are you out? Okay.
Technically,
Wait, yes,
you
I
just have
can.
a long
I do have a
rest.
level 2 spell that I didn't use prior to
And
dying.
if that doesn't count as a long rest, I don't know what does.
You can get mad at me later.
Thank you. I know if Penny's the one who brought me back, someone gave a pretty big price.
I wasn't gonna lose another friend.
I'm gonna drop onto a knee and hug Wick.
I'm pretty sure Wick actually just starts
Yeah.
bawling at that point.
Yeah. Thank you. That's like you said, I can be angry later, but right now, it's good to be back.
I'm glad to have you back.
I'm gonna chug the health potion.
Go for it.
It was a 2d4 plus 4. 2d2
2d4 plus 2.
2b2 plus poop.
Oh, it's a good one.
The poop
Hey!
adds extra healing.
The chunks in it.
So
10.
yes.
Or no,
The
8.
health chunks.
Sorry, it's only
That's
plus
better.
2.
Yeah.
Why is this healing potion brown?
It's like bubble tea, okay, guys?
Ew.
No,
we
for-
never
for
talked
total
about this
9
again.
then. Now that it's
My math is
archived on
still
the
bad.
internet forever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter your character.
God. When I run for Senate, I'm going to have to explain this moment, aren't I?
You're just gonna explain
This would
so
occur
many
to me.
You're not running for
Yeah,
Senate.
back to HP.
Not yet.
Just gonna probably start walking.
I'd follow.
Real
You guys
slow.
catch up with the group very slowly, but eventually.
I think we're probably keeping an eye back
Yeah.
to see when they're like.
I'm not. I'm looking at the hammer.
So, I know most of you, myself included, most of us, myself included, probably don't want to stay here another night, but, it's been a really long day.
Yeah.
And
do
I'm a
have-
little worried that if we go back up there and all we have is the hammer, it's not going to be enough and we might have to run or fight off dwarves.
Well, if that's not
Why
enough,
don't you
I'm
think
keeping
it'll
the
be
hammer.
enough? It's literally what they wanted. Oh, I guess the scrolls.
Uh-huh. The
The
hammer might
shadow
not be
sword.
able to
Didn't
do.
they-
The shadow cloak should have taken care
shadow-
of the.
Doesn't mean the scrolls got to the true swords. Plus, Penny did kind of sort of say we could get free reign of the place, which means I could go looking for other things without having to worry about our monsters.
We are on a bit of a time limit.
I know, but if we sleep one night, I can take an hour or so to go look at the libraries that might be down here.
I agree with spending a night,
I'm fine with spending the night.
but you're not going alone. Take somebody with you. I don't care who it is.
Okay.
Azanar, stop being a jerk.
Are you okay with staying here a night, Belchar?
Yeah, it's gonna be a long walk.
Okay.
So
Then I guess let's find where we want to sleep.
We'll sleep in the middle of the road if we want.
I mean,
I'm not saying it'd be a good idea, but we could.
I mean, we're protected from Penny's creatures. We're not protected from everything that wanders through here.
I think everything that
And-
wanders through here is Penny's.
Not necessarily. We wandered down here.
We can keep a
I was just thinking we find a house or a store or something inside.
yeah, we can do
Yeah,
that.
just a nearby building should be fine. Something with some good lookout posts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys can find such a house or shop or whatever you want. It's an abandoned city. I mean,
Yeah.
There's lots of
yeah,
places to
it's your
choose from.
choice.
Yeah.
Find a nice big one.
Okay, you find a nice big one,
Hey,
whatever that is.
Wick, do you want to take first watch, and then as soon as I wake up, you can just go and do your thing and come back whenever you want?
Sure.
Let's do that. I'll get my 4 hours in and talk to you then.
Okay.
Alright, I go to sleep
Okay.
for 4 hours exactly.
Okay, you're watching for 4 hours?
I
or-
guess. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, then if you do
Wait,
that, you're not
yeah,
going to
I
get
Can
any
not
rest.
wake up somebody else to take second watch?
No, I'm gonna wake up after 4 hours, so I'll take second watch.
Okay, but watches are typically 2
usually
hours.
2 hours.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep for 4. So.
Well, yeah. You would
Wake up somebody for second watch, please.
Hand monster could.
I would actually. I would wake up Azanar.
Okay.
Do you mind taking second watch?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go out for about an hour.
Oh God, and
No,
I want to go back to bed. Can you pick somebody else? Aren't you not supposed to go alone, or do you want me to go with you?
no. I want you to stay and make sure that my friends stay safe.
and you go alone in the
I'm just
creepy
going to the. Oh,
city
Oh.
of.
I'll go with you. I'm up anyways.
You're not
no,
up
you're
yet.
not up yet.
I could be. With all y'all talking, waking me up.
Fine.
I'll be
I
fine
don't.
in
I
2
don't.
hours.
I don't care. I just.
Why don't you go get your sleep, then go search your whatever book or whatever.
Fine.
Asnar takes the watch, then he wakes up. Anna.
Well, at 4 hours, you could actually wake up Sai. Because I took 2 hours, you took 2 hours.
Okay, fine. He'll wake up Sai. You would have told him to.
Yeah,
Alright.
I would have told that's not to wake up Sai.
Here's ale.
No, thank you.
Going to bed.
I like to think it's a Bloody Mary. It's a socially acceptable form of morning drink.
Like middle of the night drink.
Don't
Okay.
tell me when to drink my Bloody Marys.
Asnar goes to bed.
Need your sass. And I'm looking out the window.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay, I go wake up Anna.
Hey.
If you and either you and Wick or me and Wick can go, I got my 4 hours in, so I'm good to go.
Did she get her sleep in?
I'm still sleeping. I have to get full 8 hours.
Oh
We have to be asleep for 6.
Yeah, I have to be asleep for 6. So
yeah. Alright,
I don't get to go until everybody wakes up.
I'm up anyway, so you want to hang out?
Yeah.
Here's Bloody Mary.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's like 3 centuries old down
Where
here.
did you get do I want to know?
Don't worry about it.
It's an actual Bloody Mary.
Have you gotten sick from it?
Yeah.
Not yet.
If it's from Penny, it probably is.
It's alcohol. You can't get sick.
My college experience proves that wrong.
Right?
It's science.
Out of character.
It's science.
Okay. So let's, being probably like whispering, but like, let's talk about the fact that Valchar was summoned from wherever by a mysterious disembodied hand.
I mean, if I questioned every disembodied hand I saw, not enough time in the day, am I right?
What kind of life do you lead, Sai? But no, for real, you saw that, right?
Yeah. It was.
What the F was that?
I have no idea. It was all silvery.
Do you think that was like related to his god?
I don't know. If I'm being honest, I hadn't totally forgiven him for the trying to stab me in the night kind of thing. I mean, that's my job, but I mean, if he said that he saw his god and then he was better.
That's true.
I mean, if he did see his actual god.
Do you know who? I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't care that much about religion, but I mean, aren't clerics supposed to like talk about their god? I mean, every cleric or priest or paladin I've ever run into has talked about how their god is great, or you know, evil or powerful or whatever. Like, they all have some opinion about their god.
He's not exactly the clericiest cleric of all time.
Well said.
Got the point across.
Okay. It seems strange, though, right?
Very. I've
Okay.
never seen that before. I mean, one minute I was thinking
And
that
you're really old, so.
Let's bring that up. I feel like I look pretty good for a couple 100 years old, if you ask me, but what do I know?
I mean, you're an elf. You all do.
Thanks. Do you think we should ask Valchar about that, or do you think it's a conversation for another day kind of thing?
At the very least, it's a conversation for once he's fully recovered from, you know, being dead for almost a day.
Well, and I have a feeling he's going to be pissed about being brought back by Penny at some point. I mean, maybe if you ask me, I was kind of questioning whether we should take him to the clerics. I think it was my idea the whole time, if you ask me. But, but I mean, when his soul was brought back to his body by a disembodied hand. I don't know. It was like whoever it was wanted it to happen now. You know, I don't know.
One other thing, I felt like the price for bringing back Valchar was not that hefty. I mean, I guess it depends on what the favor is, but...
Depends on what the favor is, but I mean, part of my soul got me a sword.
Yeah, this seems like a bigger thing in comparison, bringing back somebody. Even if the soul was already sort of returned.
I disagree. Have you seen how much damage Valchar does in combat? I mean, take my sword any day.
Okay.
Whispers.
You're a slut.
I know.
Silver chair.
Meta.
Oh God, why?
The meta whispers.
She kept him dead. I forgot how big of a dick he was.
Well, you know what? Stabbing you in the night or not, I'm glad he's back. For one thing, he's kind of heavy to drag around. You didn't have to drag him around? It was, like, not easy.
I feel like I know your pain, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Wick barely did that at all, so she was just meandering about, trudging through water, which was only, like, that high, by the way. I don't know.
It's a little harsh.
Wick wakes up and stabs Sai.
No, I deserve that. Good night. Can I borrow a healing potion?
I feel
no?
like
Alright, my bad.
I feel like that's the scene. Yeah.
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 I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, that's the scene.
Do we get to our long rest?
Yeah, you guys can finish up your long rests.
Woo!
Depending on what Wick wants to do, I think we're gonna call it here, or do...
You know what Wick wants to do. She wants to find that goddamn library they were sent here for. And go explore it for an hour and just stuff all of the books in her bag. All of the scrolls in her bag. Doesn't matter if she can't read them right now. She wants them.
Okay, you can search the city, find what you think would be the library, grab... most of the books are gone or in disarray, but you can grab 5 books that are still good.
Perfect.
Good enough.
I do that.
Okay. Anything else from anybody?
I want to know how much those gems were worth.
The ones we found at the end?
The treasure chest one.
Yeah, with the health potions.
I think it was 70 gold.
A piece or
Each?
total? Total. So they weren't great.
Oh, hey,
Yes.
you have gems to give somebody.
Huh?
You found gems? A certain person might want them later.
Who?
Yeah.
I'll take some gems.
There are certain spells that might be helpful later that require a certain amount of gems.
And?
What spell? What gems?
Resurrection spells typically cost some sort of gem amount.
Aren't they like
Can we just take them to Penny?
no? But
No,
aren't they
technically.
like? I mean, what kind
don't
of gems?
know. I don't know. I just know that they take gems.
I'm gonna hold up one of the gems that I found earlier from not this,
2 sessions
this session,
ago.
but the session
Yeah,
before.
session
I found 4 of them, and then one of the ones that I just found in the treasure chest, and be like, "Could you use either of these other than selling for money?"
At this point, I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever.
Good talk.
Sneaky.
Well, I tried. He said, and I quote, "Please sell those and keep all the money for yourself."
Definitely didn't. Definitely standing right here.
That's what I heard.
Whatever.
He's telling the truth. That's what he heard. All right, and on that, we are going to end it for the night. That was more than what I had planned. The group did actually incredibly well with the puzzles. Oh, you guys have attained a new ally? I didn't remember. When did that happen?
Has an R. He's not
Theoretically,
new?
Penny and Wick is half convinced Penny will help.
Sign-offs.
Oh right,
We'll discuss.
I'm gonna go last for this. By the way,
Name's Ryan. I play Psy. I'm on Facebook. You can't know my information though. That's personal. Check out Role ConTROL on Facebook, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch.
I'm sure there's some way to stalk him via Discord and whatever. So join our Discord, stalk him to death.
My password for
Not to
Facebook
death.
is.
That's really dark.
Okay, has anyone? Okay, never mind. You're up.
Okay. Jane, Celador10 on Twitter. Check us out. Role ConTROL on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, etc. My big stuff. So we talked about it earlier when he was handing out like funny speech patterns to people. But October, I think it's 19th through 21st is that weekend. I'll be at Confabulous. LGBTQ sort of chill con. Feel free to come say hello. I'll be wandering around.
you do not have to be LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Allies are welcome as well.
Yeah. Okay. And then I've been on 2 one-shots recently that you can find the VODs for. One was on Encounter Roleplay. They do a lot of really cool stuff, including a viewer game once a week. And then Welcome to the Party RPG. I believe both of those VODs are linked in the Discord, but I will double check and
I believe
make
you
sure.
posted the last one at least. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if I posted the Encounter Roleplay.
I don't know if you did.
I'll post a link to both of those VODs as well, so you can catch me over there and like feel free to go and like watch those channels and tell them that they're cool, etc. I think that's it for me.
You said you're going last?
Blurry.
Yes.
Alright. I'm Blurry Phoenix. I'm on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're up to, I think, episode 15.
Yeah, we're pretty close to catching up.
Yeah.
So we just made public episode 15 for on the Role ConTROL YouTube channel.
We could really use some subs on there. I think we have 13 subscribers.
Something like that.
And for anybody who, has missed the past stuff, but you want to get them into it, throw the YouTube at them. It's a great way to catch up.
It's on the playlist.
Yeah.
The only thing that they're gonna miss is, I think it's episode 7. 7A.
Yeah.
7A.
7A.
But otherwise, it's everything from when we started to current.
Yeah.
Current in like tomorrow.
Yeah, once we catch up, it'll be current.
We're not too far behind current.
Yeah, we're probably about 5 or 6 episodes behind.
Yeah, any that are on there you should be able to find on Twitch still, right?
No.
No?
Especially after the 2-week break from...
Yeah,
But anyways.
I mean, there'll be a couple on
go
the
next,
Twitch.
then I'll
The
go.
2 like most recent ones.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm Geoscano/Geoswarp, YouTube and Twitch.com/GEOSWARP. I just posted a really cool video on my YouTube channel, completely different from anything else I've ever done. Took my editing skills to the max. It's called Mojo Kickball. It's a guide. I play it every Sunday. It's a mix between dodgeball and kickball. We play here in the Twin Cities. If you ever want to show up, I have links in there to meet up the group. I have a blast doing it. It actually gets me to get exercise. So, go watch that video. Give it a like and a
I
subscribe.
saw that video go up and I was like, what the F is this? But I hadn't watched it yet.
Yeah. And bring it home.
I am Teddy. Hiya, it's Teddy on Twitter. Definitely pay attention to that. Hiya, it's Teddy at Twitter, because if you have any questions about what I'm about to say next, you can throw it at me there, or of course on the Discord where I am Celtic Teddy, or actually I think I'm Wick Tippers on there.
On Discord,
I actually have my name set as my character name. So starting technically yesterday, because it is through the entire month of October, we have generously decided to donate our time and effort and stuff to the 826 Minneapolis, which is the the Midwest Atlantic Oceanic Institute or something like that. For those who don't know, it's confusing.
There's a lot of words.
For those of you who don't know what 826 is, 826 is a charity organization that works with teens and preteens, young adults, to help with like creative writing and stuff like that. And we are partnering to do a dice drive, which is through the month of October. you can give us dice, you can give us money, and you can give us D&D books. And on Halloween, I will be going to their actual office, and I'll get people to like film it and stuff, and giving them whatever we have gathered to help them start their own D&D club. So you can give it to us in person if you happen to go to any of the events that we mention in the next month. And we'll gather it all, and you can send it to us. I will be posting a delivery address, thank you. And you can go to the Source Comic Book and Games in Roseville, Minnesota, and buy the stuff there, because they have dice there, they have minis there, they have the books there, so anything that would help with people playing D&D, they have there. You can buy the stuff and then leave it there for a name that I will also leave in the Discord for everybody to do. And this is just a great way because D&D helps with creative writing, it helps with teamwork building, and all sorts of other stuff that's really great for teens and young adults to start learning. So, like I said, at any point in October, this is what we're gathering, this is what we're doing to give to 826 Minneapolis. And the first event that you can catch any of us live at is going to be FallCon, which is this Saturday at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. I have a table there. You can drop off money or dice or books or anything there, and I will make sure it goes to our nice little stash for that. And also just stop by and say hi to me, because I'm going to be at a table for like 12 hours. So,
Oof.
Or 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that. Yeah, come say hi to me. Keep me company. And check out our Facebook, of course, too.
Yeah,
awesome.
We can pin all that information.
Yeah.
I will make a post, not tonight, but I will make a post and it can be pinned.
If you want to make a donation, contact any one of us and
Yes.
we'll help you figure it out or tell you an answer, and we will get that all worked out. And
we can accept money via like Venmo if that's something. Like I have
PayPal.
Venmo.
Yeah, I have
you can
Venmo
give it to
too.
me,
Yep.
whatever.
Traveler's
figure it out.
tracks.
But yeah,
Maybe not.
I mean,
Anything
ACH
to-
transfers.
anything to help get a D&D club started at our local 826.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, creativity is so important to kids, and
It's creative, it's
Yeah.
analytical, and it's social, and
It teaches
like,
math skills.
it teaches math skills. And like
I
one
need
of the
that.
really cool things that I've found is that if you have a really good table or a really good DM, people who maybe their opinion isn't always listened to, or they don't think they have a ton to offer, or like maybe their home life is rough, or in school they don't do very well, but like they show up and like if they roll a dice and like suddenly they get to do something cool, right? And it's like this empowering thing for so many people.
They
and
can teach
I've
leadership
seen it-
skills and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of it happen with like first time players. They show up and they're like, well, I tried playing, and like a lot of these are like women who have tried with like their boyfriend, and their boyfriend was kind of a douche. But like
whoa,
it happens. I've heard multiple stories about it. Anyway, but like they tried playing, and like it was this weird little in group that didn't want them to play, and
like
they
a
felt
bunch of
excluded.
inside jokes
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
that
It's
kind
like,
of thing.
yeah, you can't
They're
fit
just
in.
not welcoming.
Right.
And then they show up at my table where I'm like, no, that's awesome. Like, let's do this. This is great. Like, roll that dice. And they're like, they just like light up. Even if they never play again, it's like they felt like they could do something really cool for a while. And like to give that to like a teenager who might be dealing with like being a social outcast, or like not figuring out how their body works, or like not knowing who they are, or not doing well in school, like whatever, like it's huge.
D&D has actually been used in schools, and it has shown to improve all sorts of stuff, so it's really great. The other way you can help, even if you yourself can't donate, I know especially this time of year, we're starting to head into the holiday season. We're going to make posts on Twitter, on Facebook, on Discord. Share those posts. Get that word out there so that people, and this doesn't have to just keep to Minnesota. If it can reach out to other states, then the money can be donated, stuff can be sent to us. So please, once these posts get made within the next couple of days, share them, get that word out there, and help us raise some awesome stuff to give to an awesome charity.
Are there other locations throughout the country that
There
we can?
are other
so-
826s.
Yeah. If somebody is at a specific spot and wants to give to a local place,
Yes,
we
if
can
you want to
probably
give
help
to
with that.
a local place, not every state has one. you would probably just want to go to Google and Google local 826 or closest 826. I only know of 2, which is 826 Minneapolis and then 826 LA.
There's one in Chicago for sure.
Yeah.
There's like 20 of them or something, I think.
Don't be weirded out when you go to look for it because each 826 has a different theme. I know LA is a time traveler shop, which is why ours is a Midwest or Mid-Atlantic Oceanic Institute, because we don't have oceans here in the Midwest, but we have an Oceanic Institute. That's the 826 front to help spur creativity in their the people who come to them. So. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and listening to that last little spiel of mine.
Thanks for listening to the spiel, and
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you.
bye everybody. Check out our Discord for all of that info that we just threw at you.
Yes.
Hang out for 5 minutes until we stop the stream.
Bye. Okay, you're done. Go. Good. Go.